ace of clubs, going to the club, golfing with the boys, you better bring your clubs. Welcome back to Luke's Lowdown today. Well, this year really, it's an odd year, so we all know what that means. It's the Ryder Cup. It's time for the Ryder Cup. You know we're talking about golf today. You see the Crusher's shirt, you see the Crusher's hat, so you can tell who most of this video is going to be based on. Bryson DeChambeau, of course. Bryson's one of 12 members of the United States Ryder Cup team. 6 qualify on points, basically meaning how good you perform during the season. Bryson, more importantly, it's impressive how he got here, considering that he only earned points from the majors, and he was 5th out of all Americans in points, and he only got points from majors, so no PGA events, not the FedEx Cup, not anything like that, just straight majors. He had a great major season, and that's why he's here, but he would have been selected anyways as a captain pick, and that's where we go to the Team Europe side, where Jon Rahm, another LIV guy, one of the best golfers in the world in my opinion, he got the last captain selection nod for Team Europe, which is led by Rory McIlroy. Team USA, of course, being led by the number 1 golfer in the world, Scottie Scheffler. So let me give you a little background about how the Ryder Cup works, because if I'm being honest, I haven't been into golf as long as maybe some of you watching this have. I've only been golfing for about 2 years, only been watching golf for about a little over a year. But the Ryder Cup works in a way of match play. It's not regular stroke play. It's not just counting strokes under par. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. It is 1-on-1 and 2-on-2 of winning the hole and winning the match. So for example, what they do on the first day, they have a group of 4 golfers. They have 2 from the United States and 2 from Team Europe. They both compete in an alternate shot match where the 2 USA players take turns shots, so one person will drive and then the next person will have the next shot, and they work as a team, and whoever finishes that hole with the lower score wins. If they tie, then no one gets points, but you play the entire 18 holes and you go until whoever wins the most holes gets a point for either the United States of America or Team Europe, and it is a 28-point competition, and of course whoever gets more of those 28 points wins. And on Friday and Saturday it's those team competitions. On Sunday, however, of course, Championship Sunday, golf's favorite day, Sunday, all the amazing moments ever in golf happens on Sunday, and that day you'll have individual competitions. You'll get the Scottie versus the Rory, the Bryson versus the Jon Rahm, the Xander Schauffele versus Justin Rose, all those great matchups, and it'll just be 1-on-1 match play. Whoever wins more holes in that 18 gets a point for their team. Now the stipulations for this Ryder Cup is USA, they need to win. Jon Rahm and Team Europe won last time around in 2023, and we can't allow the people from across the pond to have this much success. We got to bring it back, bring the Ryder Cup back to the States, and I think Bryson DeChambeau is going to lead us in doing that. He's going to have the crowd behind him, the energy, the atmosphere that he brings, the electric, the powerhouse drives, 330, 340, sometimes even 350. If he's downwind, he can drive par 4s. I mean, I know the world golf rankings don't show it, but he's a top 5 golfer right now. Maybe only behind Scottie, Rory, and Xander. He might be 4th right now, in my opinion. He's got the talent. He's been there in every major. He's going to help the USA team win this Ryder Cup. Now for the official teams, I'll throw them up here right now, but the people I want to look out for, starting on Team USA, of course, Scottie Scheffler. There's no one playing better golf right now than him. Xander Schauffele. No one besides really Scottie plays more consistent golf. When you think of consistent golf, I think of Scottie and I think of Xander. And of course, Bryson, I already explained before. Team Europe. Obviously, Rory McIlroy completed the Grand Slam this year, winning the Masters, one of the best moments. I don't cry very often. I shed a tear for Rory. It was emotional. But now I have to hate him because screw Europe. We got to take this home for the United States. Justin Rose, another guy I'm looking at for Team Europe. He was the one who battled Rory in that playoff in the Masters. Losing 2 playoffs in the Masters is tough, but Justin Rose has the talent. He's been a good golfer for a long time. And I think the second best player on the entire Europe team, Jon Rahm, who was a captain's pick, obviously a live guy, didn't get the points required to get into that top 6, but I think it was a great selection for Team Europe to get Jon Rahm on the team. He's going to make a huge impact. The Live Golf individual champion and team champion, he's going to make an impact. So now, what do I think is going to happen? I'm on the Couch of Wisdom. The Couch of Wisdom is never wrong, except for those gritty Tigers, those terrible Tigers. But that doesn't count because nothing could foresee that. But this is not a Tigers video, so it does not matter. It does not concern anybody. That's in the past now. Who cares? I don't. But going for my Couch of Wisdom prediction, the USA is finally going to bring the Ryder Cup back home, led by Bryson and Scotty and Xander. They're going to win the Ryder Cup. They're going to get 16 points to Team Europe's 12. 16 out of 28 is enough to bring it home at Bethpage Black. They're going to take it home. And the United States is going to have something to cheer about at the end of the golf season before we have to go into sadness and wait until April to watch golf again. Well, what do you think? I want to know you guys' thoughts about the Ryder Cup. I know that it's kind of unusual to see a golf video for me. I've never done one before on my past channels. On this channel, I've obviously never done it. But golf, I'm getting into golf's great. I don't know what anyone else thinks. I don't care what they think. Golf is great and it's fun, especially the Ryder Cup. There's nothing in sports quite like it. But what do you guys think? Team USA, in my opinion, is going to win. Let me know if you agree. Let me know who you think is going to be the best golfer. I think it's going to be Scotty and Bryson, but let me know your thoughts. That's going to do it for this week's Lowdown. We'll see you next time.